Reflection on To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. The mockingbird, a symbol of innocence. Harper Lee placed the symbol of the mockingbird at the heart of her story, not just as a poetic image, but as a profound call for compassion. In nature, mockingbirds are harmless creatures, known only for their melodious songs that bring beauty to the world. Killing them is not only senseless, but cruel. But do we possess the awareness to recognize the mockingbirds in our lives? Tom Robinson is the quintessential mockingbird in the society of Maycomb, a gentle black man falsely accused due to racial prejudice. He is treated not as a human being, but as a symbol of the irrational fear and hatred that white people project onto people of color. Beyond Tom Robinson, Boo Radley is another mockingbird. The man isolated within his darkened house, though innocent of any wrongdoing, becomes the subject of societal gossip and scorn. For the town to render Boo invisible is no different from killing him through silence and indifference. Through the symbol of the mockingbird, Harper Lee reminds us not only to protect these literal birds, but also to safeguard the human values threatened by apathy and prejudice. Growing up amidst the shadows of prejudice, Maycomb, a southern town in 1930s America, emerges in the novel not merely as a small community, but as a reflection of a society divided by race and class. Scout and Jem grow up in an environment where prejudice seeps into every corner, from the way adults treat each other to the lessons children are taught. For a child like Scout, these barriers are initially bewildering. Why do white people like herself enjoy privilege, while individuals like Tom Robinson suffer injustice despite their innocence? Harper Lee's skillful use of Scout's perspective enables readers to deeply feel the irrationality of these prejudices. One of the novel's most poignant moments is when Scout stands amidst the crowd at Tom Robinson's trial. She witnesses not only Atticus's helplessness in confronting a biased legal system, but also the town's collective decision to turn its back on the truth. This is not just Scout's first encounter with injustice, but a pivotal moment in her journey toward maturity. Yet Maycomb is not solely a place of sorrow. Harper Lee also dedicates pages to celebrating the bonds of community, the way people come together during economic hardship or show care for one another in times of need. This duality makes the social portrait in To Kill a Mockingbird vivid and profoundly authentic. Atticus Finch, a beacon of light in the darkness. If one were to choose a character who epitomizes courage and integrity in literature, Atticus Finch would undoubtedly be one of the brightest contenders. He is not only the ideal father to Scout and Jem, but also a symbol of bravery and compassion. What sets Atticus apart is not merely his intellect or eloquence, but the unwavering consistency with which he lives his values. In a society where white individuals often abuse their power to oppress others, Atticus chooses to stand on the side of truth, regardless of the consequences. He defends Tom Robinson not out of professional obligation, but because he believes it is the right thing to do. One of the most memorable moments is when Atticus sits in front of the jailhouse, protecting Tom Robinson from a lynch mob. Armed not with weapons, but with courage and faith in the latent goodness of humanity, he embodies quiet yet profound strength. Atticus also imparts invaluable lessons in empathy to Scout and Jem. He advises his daughter, "You never really understand a person until you climb into their skin and walk around in it." This is not merely advice for children, but a profound message for us all. In a world riddled with prejudice and judgment, empathy is the key to bridging the divisions that separate us. Boo Radley, mystery and kindness. Boo Radley is one of the most delicately crafted characters in To Kill a Mockingbird. Initially, he appears as a ghostly figure in the story, a mysterious man shrouded in rumors and bizarre tales perpetuated by the children of the town. Yet, as the narrative unfolds, Boo's image becomes clearer. He is not a villain, but a victim of misunderstanding and isolation. Boo Radley serves as a metaphor for those marginalized by society, individuals deemed different and excluded from the norm. Yet he is also proof that kindness can persist even in the shadows. When Boo saves Scout and Jem from harm, his actions are not just heroic, they are a testament to the unexpected places from which goodness can emerge. The moment when Scout takes Boo's hand and walks him home is deeply moving. It is not merely a reconciliation between the child and the enigmatic figure, but also Scout's reconciliation with the world, a world that is complex, conflicted, and yet still capable of profound humanity. The value of education and growth. One of the central themes in To Kill a Mockingbird is the coming-of-age journey of Scout and Jem as they learn life's lessons from their father Atticus and their real-life experiences in the town of Maycomb. Education in the novel extends beyond classrooms and textbooks. It encompasses moral enlightenment and the essence of humanity. Scout, with the innocence of a child, initially struggles to understand why there is discrimination between white and black people. She cannot fathom why someone as good as Tom Robinson must endure such harsh judgment solely because of his skin color. Yet, through these situations, Scout gradually comes to see that the world is not always fair. The key, she learns, is to uphold one's values even when society turns its back. Jem, Scout's older brother, undergoes a more painful process of growth. From a boy with unwavering faith in justice, he becomes disillusioned with the legal system after witnessing his father's defeat in court. However, this disillusionment does not lead to despair. Instead, it deepens Jem's understanding of personal responsibility in building a better society. Harper Lee emphasizes that true education is not just about imparting knowledge, but also about cultivating compassion and a comprehensive view of the world. Atticus does not force his children to conform to outdated societal norms. Instead, he encourages them to ask questions, challenge prejudices, and keep their hearts pure. The dialogues between Atticus and Scout in the book exemplify this thoughtful approach to education. Atticus does not merely answer his daughter's questions, he inspires her to discover answers for herself and to shape her own worldview. This is a valuable lesson for everyone, particularly parents and educators. Rather than imposing ideas, guide children to become independent and empathetic individuals. The growth of Scout and Jem illustrates the transformative power of moral education. In a society rife with misguided values, only knowledge and compassion can serve as the compass that helps individuals find the right path. This is why To Kill a Mockingbird is more than just a work of literature. It is a profound lesson in humanity for us all. A timeless masterpiece. The enduring power of To Kill a Mockingbird lies not only in its story or narrative style, but also in the values it imparts. The novel serves as a poignant reminder that no matter how dark the world may seem, we always have the choice to live like Atticus, principled, compassionate, and unwavering in the face of injustice. In today's society, where issues of inequality and prejudice persist, To Kill a Mockingbird remains as relevant as ever. Reading the book allows us not only to gain a deeper understanding of the past, but also to recognize that the lessons from Maycomb still resonate with us today. Harper Lee did more than tell a story. She created a mirror for us to reflect upon ourselves and ask, do I have the courage to stand up for what is right, like Atticus Finch? Do I possess the empathy to understand people like Boo Radley and Tom Robinson? And can I live in a way that ensures I never harm a mockingbird? Hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. What about you? Have you read this book yet? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below.